What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Judeo and I'm back again with a new video. Today we're going to be checking out a very interesting video. This one is titled Republican Majority Passes Sweeping Anti-Trans Bill in Kentucky. And I just saw this video, but I believe it was released a few months ago. Some of you are probably already familiar with it, but I want to start a conversation because I want to know what you guys think about this bill. Let's get into the video.
Assembly passing a sweeping anti-trans bill. The WHS 1119 was there in Frankfurt for the vote tonight. The bill bans gender-affirming medical care for minors, allows teachers to ignore a student's preferred pronouns, and trans students from using the restroom tied to their gender identities. WHS 1119's Connor Steffen photojournalist Elijah McKenzie.
I feel like this story has been the biggest concerns for a lot of people, especially the one with the restroom.
The emotional reaction.
Despite the desperate cries,
I'm embarrassed and I'm appalled and I'm scared. I won't know.
And impassioned pleas.
How dare you? You're gonna kill kids. Their blood will be on your hands.
Kentucky GOP lawmakers
They're gonna kill kids for... I don't understand, like, how are kids gonna die?
succeed in getting anti-trans legislation to the governor's desk, where it's expected to be vetoed.
Shame on you. I would thank you for your time, but I am honest to God so embarrassed, ashamed, and for the first time in my life, I wish I was not a Kentuckian.
It's hard to put into words just how fast-moving this bill. During a surprise Senate Education Committee vote, Republican Senator Max Wise and Representative David Meade blindsided everyone, reviving what was thought to be a dead Senate Bill 150.
There is evidence that this is harmful to children. And that's our job, is to protect children, and that's what we're doing here.
The new expanded version includes far-reaching measures. It would have school districts create explicit bathroom policies, forcing trans students to abide by their biological sex. It also bans gender-affirming care for anyone in Kentucky under the age of 18. That's both surgical procedures and non-surgical.
I mean, high support of that one. You don't want minors going to cut off their... You know what I mean?
Procedures.
We are attacking a group of vulnerable people, as we're calling late meetings, and sneaking bills in.
When people keep speaking in the matter of being victimized, using words like vulnerable and death and all of these words to sound very sensitive, they automatically lose me, because when you're making an argument and you're trying to sound sympathetic, it usually means you don't have a valid point, so you're trying to use pity to convey your message. And I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just saying.
This is not good government.
The director of Planned Parenthood told me this bill is the farthest-reaching anti-trans legislation in the entire country. Supporters say it backs parental rights.
If you watched the committee or were in the committee, you would have seen the testimony from certain doctors and certain mental health professionals. So yes, there were some consultants.
But opponents believe it will lead young queer Kentuckians to leave the state or worse.
Please think about a kid that you know. Think about how you would feel if a kid you knew couldn't get access to medical care and they came home and you found them dead.
The General Assembly will have time
medical care. They have access to medical care, but not just access to transition, right? It's good to give the kids opportunity. This is an opportunity to rethink until they're over 18 and then they can choose to do what they want. That's how I see it.
To override any vetoes. Lawmakers return for that in 2 weeks. In Frankfurt, Connor Steffen for the WHS 1119.
The Kentucky Democratic Party calling it a Frankenstein bill tonight. More reaction from Kentucky Congressman Morgan McGarvey saying this is so miserable, mean, and misinformed. The Republicans had to sneak it through late in the session despite having supermajorities. And Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg tonight sending encouragement to the LGBTQ community, saying, "I share your anger and despair. We will keep fighting and ultimately win."
Okay, that's just a word of consolation. They said the supermajority, so I don't believe they're going to win against the supermajority unless something political happens. That being said, let me know your thoughts on that bill. Like, from my message already and my tone, you can already see where I stand on that bill. I believe biological males should use the male washroom, and also using random pronouns and getting it forced on people. I mean, you can identify as what you want to identify as, but having it enforced on people so they can learn your special pronoun in order to refer to you the correct way, I believe that's kind of extreme, and I'm not in support of that. And thirdly, giving minors the right to undergo the transitioning process, I don't think is right, because they're not familiar with their bodies yet. They're still developing. So how can you say, when you feel this way about your body, it is not your body, go change it? At least give them the opportunity to grow in, let them decide after they are 18. That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional in this field, so I might be entirely wrong. So feel free to convince me. That being said, have a wonderful day. Peace.